Bismillah. So what do I mean by you don't turn to makhluk and the creation's doors are closed? This doesn't mean that you can't ask makhluk, but it means that your heart shouldn't turn to anyone besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there's a certain procedure, a certain process that's recommended. So for example, let's say you get sick, like I am right now, and you're beginning to lose your voice. Maybe you've got pneumonia. It's getting really bad. What do you do? What's the process? The first thing is that your heart, number one, should know that this has been sent to you by Allah, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent it to you to test you. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates needs in us, creates a need with his qudra to see how we're going to fulfill that need, and creates and sends us situations to see how we're going to basically deal with these situations, how we're going to get around them. But he also sent commands and integrated commands with these situations. And then ultimately, it's not about changing your situation, but it's about fulfilling God's command in the situation. So two people, get sick. One takes medicine. They both take the same medicine. One gets better, the other doesn't. One might think that the one that got better, Allah, is in a better situation because his situation improved. Not necessarily. It's the one that fulfilled God's command as it pertains to being sick. So for example, if you get sick and you are patient because it's a tribulation, and you basically turn to Allah and you see it coming from Allah, and you take the means, the true means first, like, making wudu and praying 2 rak'ahs. But the main intention of your 2 rak'ahs is to pray for the ummah, not for your shifa. If you are of a higher state of iman, you take your struggle and present it in front of Allah and be selfless to kind and ask for the benefit of others, not so much yourself. But you can ask Allah for shifa. But you take the real means, like you pray 2 rak'ahs, salatul hajj, and you ask Allah. Then you give sadaqah, which is a means, a true means. Because the guarantee is always with a'mal, not so much asbab. Because with asbab, Allah does through asbab, and sometimes Allah does without asbab, and Allah sometimes does against the means of asbab. But with a'mal, there's a guarantee. Isqihi asalan, isqihi asalan, isqihi asalan. The Prophet ﷺ kept insisting that, go back and utilize honey as a means because it's mentioned in the Quran. So your heart only turns to Allah, it doesn't turn to makhluk. You take the real means first, and the last thing you do is take medicine. But you take medicine, you talk to the medicine, say, Shifa is not in you. If Allah wants, He can cure me with you. If Allah wants, He won't. But cure is in His hands. But you're happy with whatever situation you're in, whether you get better or not, because you fulfilled God's command. That's the way.